Hey everyone, it's Jamie from Independent Street Tarot and Seasons from Ritual, and I wanted to do another midweek check-in on this Wednesday. We have a huge week going on right now. If you guys don't know what's going on, you could check out the video that Helen and I did for our astrology weekly celestial update. Big week. We're in a big week. So last week's midweek check-in was a little heavy. And this week, the check-in is a lot lighter. So yay, everybody. So what I did is I pulled 3 cards off camera, and we got the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and then what's on the bottom of the deck, I'll leave for a surprise at the end. So let's start with this Page of Cups. And if your week has been like my week, I kind of had it planned out, and it's all kind of bananas right now. Like there's still some things that I'm doing, but other things have jumped up and taken the place of other things. So it's really interesting, but there's definitely a new energy that's come in. And so I think this speaks to this Page of Cups. You know, page energy is I always read it as young energy. It's unjaded. It's always a lot of fun. It knows it's really pure. And with the Page of Cups, when he comes in, you see all that blue there, right? That's your throat chakra. Um, so we're starting to talk again about fun. We're starting to be more optimistic. You know, I always like that he's looking at that little fish, right? And that's just creativity. And that is just like because you can. And so I really feel like this energy is starting to come onto the earth. I mean, actually that energy's been here, but it's starting to come into us during this week. And so when things are coming up, we're just kind of like, still feel pretty optimistic. So this is a great energy to be working with this week, which also goes into the Two of Swords. And what I find interesting about the Two of Swords is that we're coming out of the dark moon, and the moon is looking like this right about now. So super cool. And then you can see too, she's all surrounded by water. That's feelings, right? Cups usually represents feelings. And so when the Two of Swords, and going with this, like she's sitting in this meditative state, right? She's not being shook, if you will, no matter what's coming up. And so I think this is a good sign for all of us that we're able to feel into our feelings and be okay with it instead of automatically in our minds jumping to conclusions. We're now getting more into the state of discernment and also seeing, okay, well, let's just sit here and see what happens. Because instead of immediately reacting to what's being thrown to you or to us, you see, we're sitting there and we're like, well, this is the way I know how I want to feel, how I want my life to go. And so I'm just going to kind of sit here in I always say in a meditative pose and see where it goes. She's working with her third eye. You see, she's not making decisions on what's being shown to her, right? So this is good. We're using that dark moon in Cancer. It was really a big reset for our feelings, you know, and saying, okay, we can do this. It's like harnessing that power of the crab that I talked about. You know, the crab always knows it's got its home with it, you know, and this is saying, you know, we're working on now what we want our home to look like, what our space to look like. So we're starting to get more optimistic about it, that we're bringing it in and we're not freaking out when things are coming up. We're just like, okay, I'm still holding steady. We got this. We know where we want to go, which again is perfect because where we're going is away from what no longer serves us. That's that Eight of Cups. And you can see this person, they're very grounded now. They got their red coat on and they're walking away from what no longer serves them. And emotionally, you know, thoughts, things that we don't need to bring with us. You know, we're like, okay, we got it. We're over this. He's walking on green grass. And the reason I bring that up, because that is that heart chakra, right? That's green, you know? And so, and the sun and the moon are together, right? That's that dark moon. That's that masculine and feminine working together, right? And so here we go. We got a little staff. And where we're going is to this Four of Wands, right? Which is the homecoming card. You know, it's the 1111 card. It's like moving into this new, we always say like a new portal. And we're being victorious. There we are with our masculine and feminine sides. Here we've come back home to our castle, right? And we're really starting to celebrate where we're going, and we're really starting to celebrate what we've been through. You know, we are having more discernment. We're able to see things differently. We're able to tell ourselves new stories, right? We're able to let go of the old stories, but most importantly, we're able to start being aware on what triggers us to those old stories, and we're being able to put a stop to them. And I think that's so important. You know, that is definitely walking away from what no longer serves us and walking towards our authentic self, the celebration, this good time. Let's cue Cool in the Gang celebration right now. Okay, you guys. Well, I hope you have a good week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Always hit the like and subscribe button, as I say here on the YouTubes. And if you'd like to book a session, there's a link in my link tree below. Helen and I will be back for our weekly celestial chat, and I'll be back on the 22nd to talk about Venus turning retrograde. All right, guys, till then, see you soon.